Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Let's go on and let's talk about them, because I'm pretty sure you probably have a lot to say on this fight. This next one, Martin Bakole. We spoke about it. You said you weren't happy with that they've made Jared Anderson the favourite going into this fight, and we spoke about it being his coming out party. And what a performance from Bakole, to be honest.
But this is the thing, right? People take my sarcasm, right, towards. Listen, Bakole deserves some of the flipping chat he gets against him, because he does talk a load of flipping nonsense, right? And Billy does. But no one's ever said Bacole's not a beast. I know he's a beast. Do you know what I mean? When I saw the odds last night, I put a bet on Bakole to win the fight last night, because I looked at the odds and I thought, these lot are out there. My accumulator didn't work because Jarrell Miller fight, but I would have earned some great dough yesterday. I had Crawford on points, I had Miller on points, and I had Bakole by stoppage. Oh, it was like, but no, I fancied Bakole big, because look, Bakole is a fucking lump, Andrew, right? He is a right lump, and he's got a granite chin. Like, you saw, he was letting Jared Anderson punch him in the stomach, and it was just no effect. And I mean this when I say this, as much as Billy gets on my left tit, right, I'm happy for him, because he's been banging the drum, and I know how hard it is sometimes when you're banging the drum, when you feel like everyone's kind of against you, no one's really believing what you're saying. Like, he's been banging the drum about Bakole for years, and after probably a bit of crazy matchmaking, he's landed himself a massive fight on the biggest card, on an unbelievable card, and he has just smashed Jared Anderson to pieces. I feel a bit sorry for Jared, to be honest with you, because I just feel like, mate, 24 years old, and you've ended up being matched against that lump. It's like, he's had an hard night in the office there, Jared, but I'm genuinely happy for Billy Nelson. And as much as it really does, it doesn't really pay me to say it, but Billy needs a lot of credit as well, because I thought his tactics were spot on last night. I was listening to what he was saying to Bakole in the call. Like everything was spot on last night, and Bakole got his big moment. So now Martin Bakole he's beaten a top contender. We won't say an elite level heavyweight, because Jared's only 24. We can still say he's I wouldn't call him a prospect, because he beat Charles Martin, and he's looked the goods other than the Charles Martin fight, hasn't he? Really, he's looked top quality. So I don't want to diminish Bacole's, who he's just beaten there, because everyone was tipping Jared Anderson to be the top guy, right? The American heavyweight hope. And Bakole has gone in there with no respect whatsoever and smashed him to pieces. That's just what happened, isn't it, Andrew? He smashed him to pieces. And he's going to land himself a massive fight. So honestly, I tip my my hat to Billy Bakole, because that was the performance of the night. Other than Eminem, that was the performance of the night. It was a fantastic performance from Martin Bakole, and nobody can pretend he's not there anymore. He's there and he's coming.
Well, that's it. Billy's been singing from the rooftops from day dot, as you know, about Martin Bakole, and it's probably just.
I'll always give credit. I will always give credit where credit's due. But when people say, "Oh, Sam said this about me," watch my interviews. I made him a big favourite in the fight.
To be fair, Sam, you and Billy are characters in the sport, right? And
yeah,
Eddie Hearn says that we need characters in the sport, right? And for you and Billy having this little back and forth, it's entertaining for us as fans, as media. So you know what I mean? We like it. And the fact that Billy Nelson actually said in Com's interview as well, he says, "Listen, I'm going to chip in and buy Sam a new TV," because he's probably put his foot through the telly watching that last night, which is funny. That's what he said.
No. He's well off the mark. I had Bakole on my accumulator, mate, so I was more than happy to watch Bakole do that. So
yeah, it's tongue in cheek anyway. But listen, I'm happy for Billy. He's a good friend of mine. Like I said, Martin as well. He's probably one of the nicest guys in the game. He's very, very humble, and he's always smiling, Martin. But great.
No, look, like I say, nobody can pretend the geezer isn't there, is not there anymore. You can't really turn a blind eye to it. I think not the only fight. I think the next fight to be making for Bakole is ZHANG. I called it out straight away. I think two massive lumps. As I say, Zhang's profile's risen massively. Bakole's profile's gone up a bit after that. I think that's the fight to make. And then the winner of that gets a world title fight.
100%. Sam, I agree with him. I think when you look at Zhang, the 280 plus pounds, whatever he may be,
What a fight.
the 280 plus pounds that Bakole, both at 6'6", both don't take a backward step.
You'd have about 44 stone of men in the ring there.
That face says it all. You don't have to say words, Sam. That face says it all.
Hey, don't be thumbnailing and clickbaiting me on giving Billy Nelson praise. Fuck that.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.